My favorite part of traveling is food. Have you tried something new and adventurous while traveling only to regret it later? Well, I have a story to share about my experience with the spiciest hot dog I ever had. Mind you, I grew up in India, the land of spices. I'm always eating very spicy food at home, and I try to find an opportunity to have spicy food wherever I go. This time, I went too far. My trip to Frankfurt started from Madrid, and I had kept the plan open. When I arrived in Frankfurt and met the girl I connected through an online dating app, I could decide the plan going forward. I had booked an Airbnb for 3 nights. The cost was about $100 per night. While we spent the weekend roaming around and enjoying this beautiful and bustling city of Frankfurt, we ended the day by going to a Christmas market.
So guys, this is a typical Christmas market here. As you can see guys, this is a weekday and then still there are so many people.
The next day, while my friend was at work, I got the perfect opportunity to explore the city for the first time. My first stop was coffee shop.
So I'm here at a coffee shop. It's a local coffee shop. And one thing about Germany that I immediately noticed as I came here is that you don't have a lot of places where they accept credit cards. So this is still a very cash-driven economy, which is really unheard of because of all the technology. But anyways, this place is really good. It's a very small coffee shop and they have some red wines, some white wines, some coffees, and then just sodas and water. Just a limited menu, maybe some croissants. So I had a croissant and I'm having a nice wine.
I roamed around the market, checked out some shopping.
So I just bought some gloves for me and a t-shirt that I really like. Actually, this is not a bad store. But why I like the store is because it's super inexpensive. There's this Galleria shopping center. Oh, the thing that I noticed here is that everything's like very inexpensive, which is crazy. So we are now in the Galleria Mall. Nothing crazy about it. And of course there are people who have their masks down, so I am double vaccinated. I'm not gonna wear a mask unless someone asks me to. But nice Christmas decorations, just like how we have in the US as well. But maybe I want to go to more of some local Christmas market.
And then found a food stall that served the most delicious looking hot dogs. But first, I wanted to see what else was available. So I decided to go take a walk. And then, if I don't find anything else more delicious looking, we're going to have the spiciest hot dog ever. I also looked for some vodka and Diet Coke to keep myself warm in this weather. There was one more thing. I also wanted to go see the bank of the river. This is the only city that I know that has the name of the river in the city itself. The river is called the River Main.
As you know, most European cities were built around rivers because I guess you could transport goods, you know, and also you could get water, I guess, for essential things to do.
I couldn't find anything that I found more interesting than those hot dogs. I reached that shop and then I looked at the menu.
So they have a lot of different levels of spicy. As you can see, there's the FBI spicy, which is like super burning.
And picked the spiciest option. It was called the FBI, and boy, did we have to call the FBI. I additionally asked the vendor to make it very spicy, and he asked me again to double check if I was sure. He then gave me that look. I confirmed my order and he made it extra spicy. Then I tried this very spicy hot dog, and oh boy, it was crazy.
I wanted to get something really spicy and I asked him to make it extremely spicy, and you guys know how spicy I like it. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So these are basically sausages, and then you have fries that come with it. And also I got me some Coke. So this was, the overall combination was 11 euros and 50 cents. And you can see that it was extremely spicy. Those of you who know me know that nothing can be spicy for me, but I like literally started sweating and I couldn't finish it. So this I can't eat at all.
I walked back to the vendor and told him that it was too spicy for me. He started laughing and made fun of me for asking for extra spice. He went for the typical response, "I told you so." I did not want to argue or justify, and I just stood there and said, "Great job, brother. It must be feeling really good to make a fool out of someone and see him suffer. Please enjoy." But then suddenly things started to change. He saw the discomfort on my face and felt bad. He called me and handed me a bottle of chocolate milk, assuring me that I'd be okay.
Guys were so kind. He actually gave me free chocolate milk because he kind of felt bad. Maybe he overdid it. I'm not sure, but he seems to be a nice guy. And wow, the most spicy that I've ever had. And yeah, I mean, I'm feeling better now because it's been 5 minutes. But I was actually having even stomachache. So, chocolate milk definitely helps. Oh my god.
I sipped the chocolate milk and immediately felt better. To my surprise but utmost joy, the vendor even offered to make me a new hot dog with less spice. But I politely declined, grateful for his kind gesture. We chatted for some more time and he told me about his South Asian co-workers who had been running the food stall for years. I could tell that he was a genuine and a kind-hearted person, and it made my day to meet him. By not arguing with him when he was initially being unempathetic, we were able to do the right thing. It may seem like it doesn't always work, and your assumption may be correct in some scenarios, but this is a really good way to respond to such a situation. I'm a huge fan of Gandhiji. He's the father of the nation here in India. How did India get its independence? Through his non-violence movements. His belief was that when the Britishers would see the pain of Indian people, they would eventually empathize and then leave the country. It took a very long time, but it did happen. In this incident, I was touched by the kindness of the people and felt a surge of emotion. After all, this book that I read, 48 Laws of Power, which I'm not sure if I would recommend to all of my audience, but there is one important law, and it states, never win in an argument. That means that your actions would speak louder than your words. Here was a man who not only made delicious food, but also had a heart of gold, and he would understand the pain of other people. I walked up to him and thanked him for the chocolate milk and his generosity towards me. I started to realize that he wasn't just in the food business for the money, but he genuinely enjoyed making people happy and providing for them. Similarly, when you want to seek happiness in life, you can look for meaning, which often people find through their work. As I left the market, I felt inspired and grateful for having met such a kind and generous person. The memory of that spicy hot dog and the kindness of the vendor would stay with me for a long time, reminding me that there are still good people in the world who go out of the way to make a positive difference when they see others in discomfort. If you like this video, you'd surely enjoy my Ireland video. I flew from Frankfurt to Ireland and got a rental car and visited so many beautiful places. Check out that video and my entire Ireland series on my channel. For more content like this, subscribe to my channel so we can stay in touch. Until next time, goodbye.